'Cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second I'll be right there. Turn around, let it rain. Turn around and let it rain on me. Don't you be afraid. Just follow me. You don't need no space. Just follow me. Like a mirror, you reflect me. Like a Friday night on the weekend. I feel blessed and free.
Hey guys, welcome back. It feels so good to be back with y'all. I know I took a little bit of a break and it was kind of not really planned, but also really nice. My kids were out of school for a week during that little break I took, so it was nice to just have some family time, some time with our friends. But it feels even better to be back with y'all. This video is a tiny bit different than my usual. It's not really any cleaning or deep cleaning, but I'm doing a little bit of decorating with some pieces that I already have and some updating with some pictures, and then also a ton of decluttering because I'm getting ready to do some deep spring cleaning, and I feel like before the cleaning needs to be all of the organizing and the decluttering. So I hope you guys feel really motivated watching today's video, and I'm just so happy that you're here with me.
I'll be yours if you let me hold you tight. But I don't know if you let me in, yeah. I know you had your heart broken one too many times, and now it's hard for you to open up. They have been cruel to you, saying things they don't mean. They have been rude to you, disrespect how you feel. But baby, I'll never go that far. 'Cause I know better than that. So baby, let me hold you. I wanna show you how to treat you right.
This really fun picture frame was given to me by my sister, and she got it from her mother-in-law who found it somewhere in Indiana, I think it was. And I love it so much. I will say it is so heavy. So there's a part of me that's really nervous to have it hanging on the wall, but it's been there for years and nothing's happened yet. So fingers crossed that it never falls off the wall. But I've had these 8x10 pictures hanging on this frame forever. So I wanted to change these out. I just printed out some new ones at Walgreens. Walgreens has been my go-to for pictures lately because they always have some type of 50% off coupon, and it makes the 8x10 pictures so affordable, and they're always ready the same day, which is really nice. So I printed out some new ones to put in here, and I just use these little glue dots to put them on. I believe I got them from Hobby Lobby. I will say the very first time I used these, the glue dots worked really well and they didn't slide off, but this time around a couple of the pictures did end up falling, and I'm wondering if I put them up too soon after I cleaned the windows and maybe they were still a little bit wet. So I ended up using a little bit of hot glue too to just keep the pictures on there, and that worked really well.
Yeah, I would never ever let you go. I would treat you right, treat you right. Baby, I would always hold you close. So baby, let me hold you. I wanna show you how to treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you.
And yes, today's video is the one where I'm announcing the winner of the Sharp Apex Uplight vacuum cleaner. It took me a really long time to read through all the responses. I know I wasn't able to respond to all of them, but I did see them, and I just loved reading through everything that y'all had to say.
I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, 'cause when
If you look really closely, you can definitely see there are 4 screws in the wall, and that is because the first time I hung this up years ago, it was a tiny bit crooked, and that always bothered me. but it's not crooked anymore, so that's good. And I just love the way these pictures look. And for those of you who aren't super familiar with the layout of our house, this is just the little nook that is the entryway to our bedroom downstairs. And you can also see it from the living room. So I love having these pictures up. I love having any pictures up. Pictures are so fun. But moving on to some very necessary chores, I needed to catch up on laundry. We had so much to do. So while I was getting everything done during the day, I tried to keep laundry going both upstairs and downstairs.
Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we don't. It's the only way we know how to do it. Make me feel so young. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, so take me on a trip.
I was walking around Hobby Lobby the other day and I saw this sweet sign, and I just felt like I had to get it for Kate, because I know if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen, but Kate just on her own has taken up learning sign language, and she's already learned the alphabet. She knows a bunch of words, but it's crazy how quickly she has learned it. And I'm just so proud of her, and I love that she has a heart to learn something like that. And my aunt was fluent in sign language, and I remember growing up watching her translate things in church, and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing. So I'm really happy that Kate enjoys learning it too. So I thought this would be a fun little addition to her room. She has a lot of pops of black in her room too, and I also ordered her a rug from Wayfair with a little bit of black in it too. It should be coming in the next few days, so I'll show that to y'all in the next video. And now that it is basically almost springtime, the Georgia weather gets really confusing. Right now it's warm, but you never know if it's going to get really, really cold again. I like to go through all of my kids' clothes and pretty much touch every piece of clothing just to see if it still fits them and if I need to pass it on to the next kid. That's the really good thing about having girls right next to each other in age, and then the boys as well, because if something is a little bit too small on Ava, I just pass it immediately to Kate and she can wear it. They actually can already go ahead and wear each other's clothes, but Ava is typically always in between sizes because she's pretty tall and skinny, and I feel like she's mostly getting into the 10-12 size at Target and Old Navy. So I went ahead and passed on all of her 7/8 stuff over to Kate. Same with swimsuits too. The girls and I went through all of their swimsuits the other day to make sure they still fit. But I just took a little bit of time on this day to go through all of their drawers and both of their closets.
Picture me without you. I know it sounds a bit cliche, yeah it does, but there's no other people like us. 'Cause we don't talk that much and we don't share a lot, even though there's nothing in it after lately. Maybe we'll get there. I know you think of me 'cause I've been thinking about you, even though we disagree on most things, baby. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there.
Because I just did Ava's drawers, I decided to come to her closet first. And speaking of in between sizes, I feel like she's in between sizes on her hangers too. So many of her shirts need the bigger hangers, but then there's still a few that need the smaller ones. But I have a feeling pretty soon here I'm just going to trade over all of their shirts, both Ava's and Kate's, to the bigger hangers and pass on the smaller ones to some friends, because most of the time their shirts just fall off, and y'all know how frustrating that is. But I was going to ask y'all too where you mostly shop for your kids' clothes. I would say I typically shop Target, in-store and online, Old Navy a lot of times online, and then Children's Place when they're having their 60 to 70% off sales. I get a lot of the girls' leggings, and the outerwear for the kids always has really good prices, and the shoes, especially for the boys. But I've heard that Zara Kids, is that how you say it? I've never shopped there, but I've heard they have some really cute stuff, and I was looking online the other day and I liked a lot of the stuff, but I saw a lot of it was for toddlers, and we're past the toddler stage, but it was still all really cute. So let me know where you guys get your clothes for your kids.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing. Yeah, I feel higher than the ceiling. All because of you. You and I were so sweet, so sweet. Talking till we asleep, asleep. Every night I fall deep, but love, yeah. Cause you really get me, make me fall to my knees, my knees. Every night I fall deep, but love, yeah. Wait a minute, don't you leave me before I get to kiss ya. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be without you. Yeah, wait a minute, I can let you go before I kiss you.
Okay, I wanted to take a second and share the winner of the vacuum cleaner with y'all, and also just tell you guys how incredibly thankful I am for y'all. And just reading through the comments, like I mentioned earlier, I love getting to know y'all even better. There were so many comments and so many familiar names and familiar faces in your little pictures. So I hope you guys know, no matter how many comments I get, I'm so thankful for every single one of them. And I've mentioned this before, but those of you who comment on all of my videos, I recognize you. I recognize your faces in the little pictures. I recognize your names, and especially when y'all are over on Instagram too, messaging me over there. I just have enjoyed so much getting to know y'all even better. And these past 2 years, well, a little bit more than 2 years, have been some of the best years of my life, being here on YouTube with y'all, getting to know y'all, and being able to share my life with y'all, and hopefully motivating y'all a little bit along the way too. But the winner of the vacuum cleaner, it's also kind of funny because I don't think I know how to properly pronounce your last name, but I'll put it here on the screen, is Hannah. I'm gonna leave her comment here on the screen too, just because I thought it was so kind. So Hannah, if you will message me over on Instagram your address, and I will get that vacuum cleaner sent to you today. So thank you everybody for participating and for just being so positive here, and to just have all of these fun and really special internet friends. I just love you guys so much. All right, y'all, I decided to come out to the garage, and I don't know, probably a lot of y'all's garages don't look like this, but ours does. And it is very overtaken with all of the Christmas craziness that I just brought out here and did not choose to organize up there on the shelves. And there's a lot of stuff that also needs to be donated, including this, which I gave one to my sister, but the other one needs to be given away too. So there's no way I'm going to be able to get to all of this today, but I'm just going to start, because if you don't start, you'll never get it done. So I'm gonna start with this side. This side is a little bit more manageable. I mean, this is just where Mark works out, and then our tool bench needs a lot of help, but we're gonna hold off on that for now. So if I can just get all this stuff back up on the shelf, I'll feel good. And then a lot of these recyclables need to be in the back of my car.
Don't deny that I could use some company. All my friends say, honey, just let him be. Now your perfume stuck on my shirt, and there's an empty left in my bed. I don't know about you, I'd put you first.
I don't know if y'all can kind of see that box there, but the other day I was in Walmart pretty late night. I had to grab some last minute things for my dad's party, and I saw this stick cordless vacuum cleaner, and it was on sale for, I want to say it was $90. It was somewhere under $100. And my Musu is kind of like not really working the way that it used to, and I've had it for a few years now, and those typically don't last for very long. So I grabbed it just because it was so affordable and I wanted to see if it worked well so I could share it with y'all. And I have to say, I've been using it for several days now, and I really do like it as an affordable option because y'all know when you're trying to clean up your crumbs really fast, or you just want to do a quick job, you don't want to pull out something that has a cord. Sometimes you don't even want to sweep, even though I love sweeping. So I grabbed this one and I think that it works really well. I mentioned on Instagram that the wheels, and maybe it's just mine, are a little bit squeaky, but from what I've noticed so far, the battery life is great. It works really well on hardwoods, which is pretty much the only thing I needed it for. But I used it in Kate's room and it picked up a lot of stuff, and the little filter thing was full. So I'll leave it linked below if y'all want to look at it on the Walmart site, or next time you're in Walmart if you want to grab it. I'm not saying it's the best thing I've ever used, but I just think it's a really great, convenient option for those like messes in your kitchen that you want to get to really quickly.
As long as you spend a little time. Oh, spend a little time. I need your time. Spend a little time, spend a little time, yeah. 365, 24/7, I'll be fine. As long as you spend a little time. I just want your time. I just want your time.
I got a comment a few videos ago from someone, and I don't think she was trying to be mean or anything. She said that I wasn't utilizing the space and the storage in my house well, and it kind of got me thinking, you know how you can look onto a situation and see all the different ways you would change it, but when you're in the situation, you are just so stuck in what you normally do that you don't know how to change it or fix it. That's kind of how I feel about the storage in my house. I know a lot of people would look at our house and just say, oh my word, I would love to have all that storage. But I know deep down I'm not storing certain things well. And I think it's because so much of me wants to have it just out of sight, out of mind, but we don't really have that many places to do that. I used to store a ton of stuff off the boys' bedroom in that extra closet that used to just be my catch-all, throw everything in there, but then that started to stress me out. So we cleared it out and now it's just their little playroom. And we have an attic, but it has very little space to put things like a surface space, and it gets really, really hot up there. So storing things up there really is not an option. So I don't know. I would love to know how differently I could store things, or for somebody to come in who's really good at stuff like this and tell me, this is what you're doing wrong, this is what you're doing right. But like, I really am trying. I just kind of wonder if there's some better way I could be storing all of this.
Don't answer the phone, spending the days on my own, then repeats this for weeks to come. I don't care what I miss, 'cause my life is dismissed. I keep searching.
And somehow along the way, we have collected way too many of these storage bins, several of which don't even have the lids anymore. I think a while back, Mark's mom had asked me if we needed some, and I said yes, and we've used several of them, but then now they just sit around and they're adding to the clutter. So I was giving several of them away to neighbors and then just donating the rest of them. And with the whole storage solution problem, I'm not necessarily just talking about this garage, but just in general on the inside of my house. I kind of struggle to figure out where I want to put things, and I love for stuff to be together. Like if I'm gonna put all of my Christmas stuff somewhere, I'd love for it to all be in one place. But I do have a lot of open bins because there's taller Christmas items that I don't want to put in the garage because we get spiders and all kinds of nastiness in our garage, and then inside we don't have that problem. So I kind of have an inside Christmas closet And then outside in the garage, there's several rows on that shelf that have Christmas stuff. So I know it works, and I'm sure that lots of people wouldn't even think twice about it, but the organizational side of my brain, it kind of bothers that part of it. But for now, it's all working. I think on down the road, we would love to have a detached garage, and we also would really love to have a pool one day on down the road. We have a lot of saving and figuring out to do with that. But if we ever do that, then that will fix a good bit of our storage problems, which will be nice. Until then, though, I'm just going to be seeing what works for us, shifting things around. It's fine. And this garage is definitely a work in progress. I just wanted to at least get to it so I could start it, because every time I went out there to put trash in the trash can or anything, it was definitely overwhelming me. Okay, it might seem like I haven't done a lot, but I'm actually really proud of everything that I've gotten done. It's kind of taken a little bit of time too, but it's worth it. I do have some miscellaneous bins still. That's just kind of how my brain works. Like, I've done what I can for right now, and the rest is just gonna have to wait. So there is one down there that's just kind of like, I don't know, cards and stuff, so I need to find a place for it. And then that's Christmas, but my shelf is kind of full, so I need to compact some stuff probably, or shift some stuff around, but I can pull a car in. This is a 3-car garage. You probably can't even really tell that, but we have to have an area for all of our tools and the kids' outdoor things, and then Mark's workout stuff. So the most we could ever really park in here is 2 cars, and even then it would be tight on this side. So my goal is to always be able to at least pull 1 car in, and obviously this can move way over. So there's plenty of space right here. I just don't want to move that right now. So anyways, I hit my goal for what I wanted to get done in here, so I feel good about it. I want to kind of really tackle this soon and even label those green bins up there with my Cricut, but that will not be today. I also have all the recyclables loaded up back here, like the big boxes that don't really fit easily into the bins, and even a couple extra stuff. I'm gonna run it down there. And then some of the stuff we're donating is up there. So it feels good to have this stuff out too. And then all of those plastic bins, like I said, I am giving those to some neighbors who need them because we just have way too many.
What I told you, no one knows about, and you keep it that way. How I know you, I could cry or shout, you would listen either way. And I told you about the full breakdowns that are only mine to talk about. I even told you about the sacred grounds where I go when I need to shout. There is more to you than words can say. You're the roof when I'm wet from rain. You know the core in every bit of pain. So I wanted to say that you'll see me rise. You've seen me crash and burn and fall overboard, and you'll be seeing me rise. You've given me more than I could ever afford. Swear you will see me rise.
Okay, and I have to just say that a lot of the rest of this cleanup was from when we had family over for my dad's 70th birthday party. It was just our family, and there were a lot of cousins playing together, and my kids typically don't go into a space and just destroy it and make a huge mess, and I'm not saying that my nieces and nephew do this too, but because all the kids were together in the playroom and in the bedrooms, it was definitely trashed in Kate's room specifically and in the playroom. So I decided, because my kids weren't really the ones making the mess, I told the kids, don't worry about it. I'll clean it up, even though they were perfectly willing. Y'all can still see that paint stain right there. I'm going to use a rug to just cover that thing up. But I wanted to come in here in the playroom and in Kate's room and just do the things that kind of only a mom can do, put things back exactly where they're supposed to be, but also in a timely manner. So I did this really late at night. The kids were in bed. Mark was actually already in bed too. It's kind of relaxing to just come in here. Since I have put an organizational system in place in the playroom, it's pretty easy and quick to just get everything back in order. Most days and weeks my kids come in here and clean the playroom. That's why you don't see it a ton on my channel. But anytime it's other children involved, I do not mind at all coming in here and doing it.
You see me crash and burn and fall overboard, and you'll be seeing me rise. You've given me more than I could ever afford. Swear you'll see me rise. You see me crash and burn and fall overboard, and you'll be seeing me rise. You've given me more than I could ever afford. Swear you will see me rise.
Keep it up one more minute. Keep it up, you're so great. Standing, talking, you got me checkmate. No one's watching or nothing. I have cleared out the room, also that you can get to be the big spoon. Ooh, cuddle me blue. Take me to the edges of you.
So I am really excited that spring is coming up, mostly because I am ready to get my booty in gear and do some serious spring cleaning on my house. If I'm being honest, some stuff I never even got to last spring that I wanted to do, and it still hasn't been done. So we have a lot to do, and I can't wait to do it all and film it all and give you guys all the motivation that I possibly can. And I'm hoping to put out several spring cleaning videos. I'm not going to put them out like super duper early because y'all know me, but I'm going to put them out at a reasonable time, and I cannot wait to share them with y'all. What do you guys do while you're watching cleaning videos or organizational videos? I actually like to really watch them. So I have a few favorites that I watch most all of their videos, and sometimes I'll throw them up on my TV and just have something to listen to. But a lot of times, if it's like my favorite people, I love to just sit and relax and watch them, and then I feel motivated afterwards. So I also wanted to mention I'm getting back on a better schedule. I'm so sorry that I know y'all have been messaging and I just leave y'all hanging on my schedule, and that is not what I want to be. So I am going to be posting every single Sunday except for the Sunday a couple days from now, but I'm going to post the next Sunday, and then I'm going to try to put out 2 bonus videos on Thursdays in each month. So like probably every other Thursday I'm thinking, or maybe even just 1 Thursday a month have a bonus video and let that be enough. But y'all can count on my videos on Sunday because I know a lot of people like motivation at the beginning of the week. But thank you guys so much for watching today. Y'all know I love y'all so very much, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.
When I hear the bass